We get hands-on with a ton of EDC gear, and let us be the first to tell you that price does not always guarantee value. However, there are notable exceptions, and if you've been looking to upgrade your EDC gear to their respective high-end equivalents, this is the EDC Essentials Guide for you. You may own a watch, a knife, or a wallet, and have caught yourself cheating or considering something just a bit more attractive, something high-end, aka luxury. But for the purposes of this guide, we'll simply refer to our picks as high-end, because luxury doesn't always equate to excellence, and our picks have excellence in spades. They are the best of the best, the pick of the litter, and are heralded for their form, function, and yes, plan to budget accordingly. If you've been in search of new horizons with bluer skies when it comes to elevating your everyday carry, the Nomos Ahoi Neomatik 38 Date Sky is a breath of fresh air. Nomos has a penchant for crafting signature Bauhaus-inspired mechanical watches, the Ahoi Neomatik 38 Date Sky only adding to their standout collection. This absolute stunner is the ideal blend of elevated sports watch meets diver in an elegant hyper-slim profile with an angular, highly polished 38.5mm stainless steel case with a 200-meter water resistance rating, a remarkably even sky blue dial sporting essential sub-seconds above the 6, and Nomos' own DUW 6101 automatic mechanical caliber tucked inside. The stainless steel case uses a mirror polish for virtually every cut and chamfer, from the sets of chiseled angular lugs to the crown guards protecting the screw-down unit that affords a serious amount of protection for diving. The finishes, as incredible as they are only trumped by the incredibly slim profile. At just 9.8mm thin, the Ahoi Neomatik 38 Date Sky is perfectly suited for EDC, maintaining a high degree of durability and water resistance in a form factor that can certainly hold its own in virtually every setting. Under a crystal clear dome sapphire, the sky blue dial serves as a playful yet elegant background for the thin applied Arabic numerals at all the even hours minus the 6, the loomed rectangular indices that sit just above, the two-part baton-style handset at the center also filled with plenty of superluminova, and Nomos' mastery of color theory shines through with a vivid orange subseconds to complement the pastel background and the gold Neomatik text under the 12. On the 180, Nomos shows off their engineering prowess displaying the DUW 6101 in all its glory, and it's as beautiful and richly decorated as it is incredibly functional, with embossing, gold plating, glasuta ribbing, tempered blue screws, rhodium-plated movement surfaces, and Nomos perlage. Functionally, the in-house caliber builds on Nomos' proprietary achievements, like the space-saving Nomos program disc, a skeletonized rotor which maintains ample shock resistance and is responsible for reserving up to 42 hours of power, the Nomos swing system, or in other words, their own in-house escapement, and a uniquely stable balance bridge to support it. Securing the Ahoi Neomatik 38mm Date Sky to the wrist is a playful but hard-wearing 20mm woven textile blue near black strap with a thin waterproof coating, just begging to be put to use in the crystal clear waters off the south of France. There are few better high-end US-made flashlights offered than the ones from Prometheus Lights. The Alpha ready-made Prometheus Lights pre-assembled version of the even more premium Alpha Titanium made-to-order torches are perfect in-stock ready-to-ship options if you're looking for a premium torch to add to your high-end, already highly curated EDC collection. There are limitless examples where a company promotes a product as high-end or even luxury, but the material construction, design process, and overall quality fall short and hide behind a designer name just slapped on the product. Not the case with the Alpha Ready-Made. The torch is 1, the result of an extensive design process overseen 100% by founder Jason White, 2, the result of over 50 different local material manufacturers, and 3, a true labor of love. Here are the most exciting features the Alpha Ready-Made packs in. Electroless nickel plating applied over the 6061 T6 aluminum body, inside and out, a process far more durable than anodizing and even more conductive, plus it makes the finish absolutely stunning. It's full size, with a length of 5.75 inches, it's small enough to be pocketable, but large enough to support natural ergonomics. A 300-foot water resistance rating courtesy of 3 durable O-rings and a silicone end cap, giving the Alpha Ready-Made an IPX8 rating, dust-proof, temperature-resistant, crush-proof, drop-proof, the list goes on. A double-coated ultra-clear lens with a 98% transmission rating, a precision-molded plastic dome reflector that combines a smooth and orange peel texture to maximize the 110-meter throw, a high-end LED cell, specifically a Nichia 519A neutral white with a 4500 degree Kelvin temperature and a 90 plus CRI. Mil-spec silver-plated copper wiring and a fully certified ASTM certified grade 5 titanium pocket clip. The default modes are low, medium, and high, but are also fully customizable with the possibility of additional modes like strobe, beacon, and SOS, and the max output is 750 lumens, powered by a single 18650 lithium-ion battery. Formawerx is a dedicated team of car designers turned machinists who ideate, design, and manufacture premium custom keys for luxury vehicles made before the turn of the millennium. The Legends 911 keypiece is one of their signature designs, machined to fit the ignitions of Porsches from 1970 to 1998, like the Porsche 911, the 959, the 912, and the 914. Formawerx envisioned a key as timeless as the car itself, something that could accurately match the purpose-built lines of classic sports cars and look as though it was something OEM, something envisioned by the team at Porsche themselves. This vision isn't just the case with the 911 keypiece, but it rolls over to all the custom keys made by their team, like the ones for classic Range Rovers, BMWs, Toyotas, and more. The Legend series make up their most iconic models like the 911 and are precisely CNC machined to spec by a small team of aerospace engineers for an absolutely dialed fit to Swiss watchmaking standards. The Legends 911 keypiece is solid Perpetua stainless steel with a PVD DLC coating for a matted look, and it will stay in near perfect shape for years with proper care. They're also designed in California and manufactured in the USA, so you can feel good about the purchase knowing you're supporting a small team of passionate craftsmen in the process. Now, this is the lighter for anyone who loves the idea of a Zippo and the snappy action of a flint wheel ignition system, but wants something, well, a little bit more elevated. The Tsubota Pearl Hard Edge Latitude lighter uses the internal cartridge of a flint wheel lighter with a diamond-cut polycarbonate shell to make the see-through skeletonized design. Fully made in Japan and sold in the US through Gladfellow, this Hard Edge Latitude lighter was originally crafted in 2005, and this is only the latest iteration, refined and elevated. Perfectly tailored to a high-end collection of EDC, and certainly classy enough for an entry table or in a suit pocket for a night out. We love the way in which the edge machining on the shell makes the light refract, then reflect off the gold cartridge. Dimensions stand at 2.36 inches long by 1.35 inches wide by 0.59 inches thick. So all in all, very similar to your standard stainless steel Zippo, but the polycarbonate construction makes the Latitude tangibly lighter in hand. In 1969, Johnny Cash performed a concert at San Quentin State Prison, and in the audience, a camera picked up a man wearing a dark, brooding pair of sunglasses. In 2014, Jacques Mage created a high-end eyewear brand with heritage ethos, inspired by icons of the past like, you guessed it, Johnny Cash. So much so that the Quentin is part of the Johnny Cash collection, inspired by the very pair worn by the inmate at Cash's concert. These handcrafted limited edition shades aren't just inspired by the ones that made an appearance at Johnny Cash's concert, but serve as a tribute to his legacy, his music, his ethos, as JMM puts it, his swagger. The rectangular frames are made with a black, double-laminated 10mm cured cellulose acetate, brooding 50mm dark mauve CR39 lenses, and overall size 149mm temple to temple with a 22mm bridge. Attention to detail is bar none, with silver hatchet-shaped front pins, silver tension-secured custom 9-barrel hinges, and an inner wire core with a custom native-inspired engraving. Jacques Mage also provides 4 frame color options, so if the black one is less your taste and you're in the market for a lighter shade, they've got you covered. Whether it's highly polished chrome on a beautiful mid-century Herman Miller piece, or Apple's signature use of aluminum, adding metal to any EDC object almost automatically increases the luxurious nature of the product. Case in point, the Rimowa Aluminum Case for the iPhone, in our case the iPhone 13 Pro, but they're also available all the way up to the new iPhone 15. Not only is metal incredibly eye-catching on an EDC object that's most often plastic or rubber for a truly elevated look, but it's also many degrees more durable and hard-wearing over the long run than your run-of-the-mill mall kiosk case would ever be. Rimowa is known for their use of elegant metalwork throughout their catalog, most recognized in the line of suitcases produced by the German-based luxury brand. But this iPhone case takes all the design cues and synthesizes them down to a pocketable form factor to protect one of the most important EDC items. Made from a brushed aluminum back panel inset within a TPU frame, the Rimowa aluminum case for the iPhone uses the same groove pattern as their suitcases. So we'd say if you're jet setting with your other Rimowa carry, this is an excellent high-end phone case to consider. And keep in mind that because of the aluminum back panel, wireless charging is not supported. From Gucci to Louis Vuitton to Prada, there's no shortage of wallets with high-end price points, but very few use premium materials to back it up, and the user experience and longevity almost always suffers. You're paying for the name, no doubt about it, and if that makes you happy, no judgment. However, there are high-end options that don't just slap on a name but actually stand behind what they do and offer a product that will last a lifetime. Bellroy is one of those companies, and the Apex Slim Sleeve wallet is one of those wallets. The Apex line, aptly named, is the pinnacle of Bellroy's wallet catalog, featuring pre-molded leather elevating the traditional billfold structure, highly durable stitchless heat-bonded construction, and a crisp magnetic closure for security. Elements that the end user shouldn't take for granted since they took years to develop and perfect. The Apex Slim Sleeve is actually a slimmer, more advanced evolution of the Bellroy Note Sleeve wallet, a more traditional billfold unit that uses stitching instead of heat bonding, is overall thicker, and doesn't use any pre-molding for its shape. The Apex Slim Sleeve is 4.13 inches in length by 3 inches in width by 14mm thin courtesy of the pre-molding. Inside, after opening the Apex Slim Sleeve with a single-handed pinch, you can holster up to 8 cards at a time and a fold of cash within the 2 vertical sleeves and the 2 horizontal sleeves that sit just behind, one of which builds in a convenient textile pull tab for quicker access. If all those features are still not enough to convince, the leather used to make the Apex Slim Sleeve is sustainably sourced from a gold-rated tannery based in the Netherlands. If you're looking to channel Don Draper from AMC's Mad Men, the air of a 60s advertising executive, you have to have the YSTUDIO Classic Revolve Rollerball pen somewhere on your person, or at least showcased on your walnut veneered desk as you take care of business sitting in your Eames executive chair. YSTUDIO crafts a number of Revolve Rollerball pens, this being the classic brass version without any sort of paint or finish applied. As such, it lets the alloy's beauty shine, and with regular use over time, the outer casing will develop unique patina. Speaking of the brass, the beauty of the machining is what elevates the classic Revolve. Take a look at the rounded chamfers at each peak, as well as the end cap housing the screw-down copper cap holding the cartridge in place. The pen measures 0.43 inches thick by 5.12 inches long, with a weight of 1.16 ounces. And while lightweight, it feels balanced and apt for extended use if the need arises. And if you ever run out, just make sure you have a few Schmidt 5888F Rollerball or standard Rollerball pen refills in the desk drawer. Festivals, weddings, swanky events. There are plenty of use cases for a hip flask, but what do you do when camping? Flasks aren't just reserved for formal occasions. They're great for transporting small batches of spirits, think preserving, weight savings. When you're hiking or camping, and Snow Peak makes a high-end, lightweight titanium flask perfectly suited for the outdoors. Titanium maintains the perfect blend of weight savings and durability, but more than that, for any type of spirit, it's instrumental that the vessel isn't going to taint the flavors, and titanium, as a non-reactive metal in the same manner as ceramic, is one of the most ideal. At 3.3 inches wide by 1.1 inch thick by 6.1 inches tall for this arch version, there are also standard medium and large rectangular sizes available, as well as a smaller circular flask. The minimalist unit holds up to 250 milliliters or just over 8.45 ounces. When you crunch the numbers, that's a volume of just over 5 standard 1.5 ounce shots to make mixed drinks on the go or to sip on as you see fit. As a last note, even though your spirit of choice will add to the overall weight, the 250 milliliter titanium flask weighs only 3.3 ounces unfilled, making it a welcome companion when you're looking to save weight on backpacking trips or any sort of one-pack travel. Since the 1920s, Bang & Olufsen have been making ultra-premium home audio systems with arguably the most exceptional build quality, aesthetic considerations, and performance specifications in the entire sector. This is the Bang & Olufsen Ferrari Edition, part of the limited edition collaboration line with the famed Italian automaker. But the internals and functionality are the exact same as the standard colorways like Anthracite, Gold, and Dawn Purple. Now they've shifted their attention to portable audio, just like Bose, Sony, and of course Apple. The Beoplay EX earbuds are high-end, sleek earbuds with quality adaptive noise cancellation, extreme comfort for most all ear shapes, a waterproof IP57 rating, and a glass touch surface for quick controls. The elegantly designed yet playful colored earbuds use 6 microphones for the adaptive noise cancellation, and can maintain up to 6 hours of battery life when using the noise cancellation, and up to 8 hours without the noise cancellation active. In total, the charging case reserve, including a pair of fully charged earbuds, will supply 28 hours of listening time. Unlike most other earbud manufacturers, Bang & Olufsen make the Beoplay EX earbuds in a few different colors, so you can curate according to your own color preferences. So, if you're tired of your AirPods Pros, time to consider upgrading to the Beoplay EXs. And speaking of upgrades, pocket knives have always been considered the everyman's EDC staple, and we agree that every man deserves a quality blade for an affordable price. However, there are a select few examples of such superior craftsmanship that they carry an elevated price point. An EDC piece to aspire to, if you will. And one of our top picks for a high-end knife is the Barnes, made by our friends at the James brand. Ryan Coulter channeled his years at institutions like Nike and Burton to launch the James brand in 2011 with the aim of making EDC knives in an elevated manner, the likes of which were not being manufactured at the time, with an uber-clean design language that blended equal parts art and functionality. And man, did he deliver. When it comes to knives with high-end price tags, the name of the game is integral, and that's simply a name for the labor-intensive billet construction process behind the scenes. The Barnes is crafted out of a single solid billet of 6AL4V titanium, and your choice of super steel for the 3.5-inch blade, Bowler M390 stainless steel, or Damasteel Hakkapella DS93X. The premium materials don't stop there. The James brand inlaid ceramic bearings within the pivot for one of the most satisfying actions on the market, and it's one that will stay in good standing for a long, long time. Everything about the Barnes is absolutely dialed. The sturdy integral frame lock design, the machined titanium deep carry pocket clip, the tiered thumb stud, and the textured machining on your choice of micarta or titanium scales. Legend says that a knife given without a coin will sever the friendship between the giver and the receiver. So to thwart this superstition, the Barnes also ships with a custom EDC coin made and manufactured by the James brand in order to preserve the company's goodwill with their patrons. It's important that you keep in mind as we conclude our roundup of high-end EDC essentials that price doesn't guarantee quality. Our guide is a small cross-section of gear where price actually does reflect quality, but products like these tend to be the exception, not the norm, unfortunately. Maintaining a discerning eye during your own research, diving deep into the creators and craftsmen who produce the gear, can always lend a more favorable outcome before a purchase. And as always, drop us your favorite high-end EDC below. We'd love to hear from you.